Hello everyone, how's it going? Tonight, well, let's back up. Let's back up just a little bit. Last night, worked on a little bit of a surprise stream, kind of a random Sunday night stream, and decided to put together a tool to help me record, an Xcode tips video. Maybe we're working on trying to publish it. Originally wanted to publish it tomorrow. I think it's going to end up being Wednesday at this point. But YouTube video that I'm going to work on. And so yeah, if you missed that stream, go back and watch it. I built a clapboard app that works over Bluetooth to let me sync up real life video of my face and screen recording video of my computer. So yeah, that's what I worked on. Anyway, tonight I'm going to work on putting together the project for that video. Little simple Xcode project that demonstrates all of the new features, or some of the new features of Xcode 15. Put that together and be ready to actually record the scenes for that video. So that'll be what I'm working on tonight. I'm going to basically, let me go over the video. We've got 7. Here's the cool new things that you can do in Xcode 15 that don't require you to actually bump your version number. It'll mean that you can use them tomorrow, basically. You could have been using them this whole time through the beta. But for the people who are just downloading the release versions of Xcode, I want this to be out to be like, hey, here's the cool new stuff. This is what you can learn real quick. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to create basically a file for each of these. Quick actions, localizable strings, UIKit previews, logging, asset catalog generation, documentation preview, and Git updates. So yeah, those are going to be the files that I create, and we'll kind of work through each one of those, demonstrate them, and move on. So that's the goal. But yeah, I think we might as well just start with creating the new file, right? Okay, so let's go in here. Let's go ahead and make this a text just so that it compiles. And we don't have to worry about anything else that goes on. We can kind of hide away some of this work. And then each of these remaining files is just going to become, well, we can get rid of content view entirely. We don't need it. We're going to go, yeah. We'll just create each of these files as is. So quick actions, localizable strings, UIKit previews, logging, asset catalog, resources, documentation preview, and Git. Oops. Let's actually create that file before we rename it. So I think the next thing that I want to do is I just want to clear all these out. I don't really want to have that header on everything, so. And then what's going to be fun about the Git one is I think we are going to want to commit everything and then make our changes to the Git one. Whereas with everything else, I think we're going to basically we're going to have it done and committed before I start doing the actual release. I'm also not 100% convinced by this order. This is kind of just the order that I did. So this is all based on a talk that I gave to my work a couple months ago. About a month ago. And I kind of did it in this order, but I didn't really have any reason to do it in this order. I just went through it in that order. And yeah, I don't really have anything that I don't have a reason why I did that way. I just did. Let's get rid of our preview content. We don't need that. we're gonna keep our assets, and I think we're gonna, well, actually, let's move this into like a resources folder. And then that way we've got our Xcode tips app, we've got our new features, and we've got our resources. And then this will have also our localizable strings file, strings catalog. We'll go ahead and create that now, because we will be using that. Okay, so quick actions. This is what, nope, that's not quick actions. This is quick actions. Quick actions here is basically showing off, or sorry, basically a kind of quick fuzzy search for all of the actions that you can do in Xcode, both ones with keyboard shortcuts that show up in the menu and some that don't. And I'm trying to remember what kind of previews, or what kind of features we were doing. Previews was one, refresh previews, clear all issues, that's another one. So being able to hit Command-Shift-A, oh, clear. Oh, do they have to be usable at that very given point? So we're gonna have to like create an issue. That's gonna be a fun one. Can we actually just do a build and that, there we go. One of the development paths doesn't exist. Can I now clear issues? There we go, okay. That hides it. Or let's go fix that issue first. Development assets path, get rid of that. Build, perfect. And then because we have no issues, like, yeah, okay, so that doesn't exist. Let's actually put that in there. Options do not appear if you cannot, oops, no, bip, bip, bip. Hold on. I don't think there was anything interesting in there, but that was my, like, to-do list for today. That's not the window that I want. I don't know how I even got here. It just suddenly decided, okay, we're gonna go to whatever today's to-do list was. What button did I hit to do that? I don't even know. Okay, well. Here's what we were working on. Options do not appear if you cannot currently trigger them. Instead of appearing disabled. That is interesting, but yeah. Command-Shift-A is how you trigger that. Xcode will show you what the shortcuts are. So if you want to say like, yeah, this is a neat one, so we can kind of say like, oh, you know, like maybe you forget what your thing is for reloading previews. It's preview, but we got to actually go build a preview here. So let's do that. So import SwiftUI struct my view, quick actions view. And then I think to avoid showing off the preview stuff this early, I'm going to go ahead and just do the old preview stuff. Enum, quick actions, view, previews, preview provider, previews, quick actions preview, quick actions view. And so then, yeah. Pin preview and canvas, ooh. App shortcuts preview. Neither of those is what I want. What is the one that is triggered by Command-Option-P? Oops, Command-Option-P called. It's in the editor. Ooh, I actually kind of wonder if the Xcode duck stuff shows up. Adam Wolf, are you here? Will that show up? Replace duck comments. It does. Interesting. It's good to know. But yeah, what does this do? Canvas. Oh, refresh canvas. Okay. Yeah, refresh canvas. I guess that's the other problem that you might have with this, is that you kind of have to know what things are called. So if you do type in something like previews, it's not necessarily going to be what you want. But yeah, if you typed in refresh, boom. And that does do that. Okay, yeah, no, that's a good one. Hey, Alex, how are you doing? Hello, Alex. Hello, Alex. Hello, Alex. Hello, Alex. This is how today's gone. My brain is just... I'm gonna just start rambling random vowel sounds. Consonant sounds? Both sounds. Hello. Are you excited for the Apple event tomorrow? There's an Apple event tomorrow? Yeah, no. Yes. You know, it's not Dub. Dub is always the big one for me. Tomorrow's more like, unless we're really expecting something new this year, it's more, you know, okay, here's a thing to buy. There's not usually anything new for us as developers, and that to me is what's more interesting. I don't really care about what my phone does anymore. Last year was an obvious exception. Yeah, it's a consumer-focused presentation. Last year was a nice exception because we got the dynamic island last year, and that was really cool as a developer. But I don't expect anything like that this year. I don't think that we have any like rumors or anything. I don't follow rumors too closely. I mostly just listen to the Connected podcast and their Ricky's episodes, which is where they do like predictions. What do we predict we're going to see this year? And so I've heard a couple of the rumors, but and then none of them really seem like things that are going to be interesting to me as a developer. It's like, oh, we're going to get an even more better, gooder camera. Neat. We're going to get probably USB-C. Neat. I like it, but it's not anything that I can do cool stuff with as a developer. I mean, I guess, you know, if I wanted to hook up USB-C accessories or anything, not really something that I'm going to be doing to my phone, hooking up USB-C accessories. I'm not writing drivers for iOS, so I don't know. It's neat, but at the same time, I'm not super excited about it for that perspective. I will be buying whatever new Apple Watch they come out with this year, so I'm hoping that something good is going to be coming out of that. I mean, I'm going to be getting whatever new iPhone comes out anyway, because I'm on the whole every year update program thing. So also that's part of why it doesn't really excite me. Is like, okay, well, I know I'm going to get it anyway, so it's just going to be like, what am I going to get? Honestly, though, I did hear a rumor that they're planning on bringing the dynamic island to the not pro phones, which would mean that I could go down a level and get the not most expensive phone. So that would actually just be saving me money. That would be a nice option. I would be happy with that. Because I don't think that the new camera stuff that they're talking about is enough for me to want to buy the Pro phone this year. I'm totally fine with the 1X zoom. And then, yeah, if that's all I get on the regular phone, I'm totally fine with that. As long as I get the dynamic island. But yeah, the new watch, I'm excited to see what that is. Because I'll be, yeah, that's Series 5, I think. Yeah, so definitely gonna get some major updates to whatever. Like, what is new on the watch since Series 5? It's been a minute since I've had a new Apple Watch. So it'll be nice to see what I can get even just from what I've already had. Crash detection. Cool. I mean, all of these already are things that I have. Sleep stages, okay. I already have the ECG. I don't have blood oxygen. That's a big one. I'll be able to figure out my blood oxygen. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these things aren't. A lot of them are connected to watchOS updates. So I honestly don't know what I'm getting. It seems like the Apple Watch updates a lot more slowly than iPhones do. Because I don't really know what I'm missing in here. Because yeah, the Series 5 was the first one with the always on display. So I have that. I mean, it's faster. And then yeah, I think the blood oxygen sensor I don't have. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm missing. They don't even have the Series 5. Oh, they do have the Series 5 on here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I have the ECG app. I don't have the blood oxygen. I don't have crash detection. Let's see, what's in the 6? So yeah, they added the blood oxygen sensor to the 6. Faster charge time, it says. Like, is that the only difference between the 6 and the 7? Oh, no, they changed the case sizes. Okay. Because, yeah, I currently have the 40 millimeter, but it looks like there's a 41 millimeter now. So it got slightly bigger. And then what changed here to the 8? They got the temperature sensor. And, no. Okay, so this doesn't have the satellite thing. That's only on the phone, right? So yeah, nothing super exciting there either. So I'm hoping they do something nicer with the watch. Because again, like, even though, and I'm updating because the battery life is not any good anymore. But even then, it seems like they've gone almost 4 years and they've added not all that much that's actually exciting. It'd be nice if they'd bring over the action button from... Oh, that is something new that they might be adding to the phone that would be a interesting thing for developers, is the new action button. I have heard that they might put the action button on the phone. So that would be an interesting one, at least. But yeah, no, I think that's the that'd be it. Did they not have... Hold on. This is a change. Because I have the Titanium Series 5 watch. And they had titanium, yeah, because they had titanium, steel, titanium, and ceramic with the Series 5. They have steel and titanium with the Series 6. They have steel and titanium with the Series 7. Did they get rid of the titanium on the Series 8? Because if they don't have titanium, because did they only put that on the Ultra? Does it even say here what you can get the thing out of? Because if I can't get titanium, then I'm gonna be sad. And I definitely don't want an Ultra. I want the small watch. Yeah. The Series 8, aluminum or stainless steel. The Ultra, titanium. I really want the titanium, but I don't want the Ultra. I'm going to be pretty sad if that continues to be the case. I don't think I can hold on to this watch another year. This battery life is not good. But yeah, oof. I don't want to lose. The titanium feels so good. It's so light. Stainless steel, I had a stainless steel before this. I want to say it was like the 2. It's like a barbell on your wrist. I'm gonna be sad, yeah. If they don't fix that, or if they don't have the titanium available, I'm gonna be sad. What else would they announce? I think, you know, they got the iPhone, the Apple Watch. I don't think they're gonna have a new iPad at this event. That seems like something that they would save. I don't think they'll have new Macs. They always do a separate Mac event. So I think it'll just be the phones and the watch, right? Maybe something Apple TV? I don't know. I don't think there's gonna be anything exciting. So yeah, that's my take on the thing. I'm gonna get whatever the new Apple Watch is. If it doesn't have titanium, I'm gonna be sad. The end. What's a warning that we can make really easily? We can do like a init just an init, right? And then let my string equals hello world. And then that'll give me a initialization of mutable value is never used. Or I could even do a var my string equals hello world, and then yeah, var content equals hello world, private let content string self.content equals content, and then this should give me an error for the fact that it's a var and not a let. And what I want to do is I want to say like, oh, let, and then I need to clear this out. So Command Shift A, clear all issues. Boom. Okay. That's how I'm going to demonstrate that. So yeah, let's write down like a script here. What is this? Is this a subtitle? Is this a title? Title, subtitle, so heading. Open file. We're gonna refresh canvas, fix issue, clear all issues. Those are the things that I really want to hit there. Boop, boop, boop. Change var to let. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do in this file. I'm going to kind of bring it up. I'm going to say, hey, you know, quick actions. You might be familiar with quick open. You got quick actions now. It shows you all of the things that you can do in Xcode. Xcode shows you what the shortcuts are for things that you find. Yeah. So yeah. If you're like me, you eventually learn some of your favorite shortcuts, but you got this. And this lets you find anything, whether it's got shortcuts or not. For example, I have this preview here. It's paused. I want to actually refresh it, see that I've got my update. So I can actually go in here and say refresh. Boom, there's my refresh. And then, yeah, if I have an error like this, I can say let, I can fix this. Oh, hang on. I need to turn off like automatic building because otherwise it's, oh, show live issues. It's already turned off. Xcode, I don't want you to build. Turn off automatic building. I thought that's what that was. Don't show live issues. Don't do it. So if I just change this to a let, and I haven't done anything else, is it gonna rebuild? Okay. I think it was when I hit save that it rebuilt. No? Okay, whatever. Clear all issues. Cool. I think that's the demo that I want to do. Is demo, hey, I've built this. It's out of sync. Yeah, I guess I could even do it like this. So it says hello world. And then I've like changed it to hello YouTube. And I've got that saved there. Oh, I want to refresh this. Refresh. Boom. Now it says hello YouTube. And sometimes I want to fix this error. And now it's stuck, and except it's not stuck because Xcode decided to do what I wanted this time. I hate it. Xcode, why can't you just be broken like I want you to be? Oh well. Anyway, I think those are the things that I want to demonstrate on this page. So that's it for quick actions. Let's go to localizable strings. So I think what I want to do here is I want to have like a counter, because then we can show off the plurals thing. So we can have like a counter that counts up and it says like there are, you know, you have clicked the counter 1 time. You have clicked the counter 2 times. You have clicked the counter 3 times. And then, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, this is what we're going to do. Yeah, this is exactly what we're going to do. So localizable strings view, we're going to say body. Come on, body. Oh, we got to import SwiftUI for this to be doing anything useful. Import SwiftUI body. There we go. Okay. So now that we got SwiftUI imported, yeah, let's have a button action. I guess we want a state var count equals 0. Our action, yeah, let's do this. Boop, boop, boop. Label, image, system name. Plus. Sorry, I don't know why that was so hard for me to think. And then our action is count plus equals 1. Perfect. So let's create a preview for this. I don't know why it took an account. That should be automatic. Okay, so we got that. And then what we want is to put this in a VStack. And then our string goes in here. So this is text, and this will be localizable strings view dot count %d. Do we need the %d there? I think we do. Why is there no spacing between these buttons? Weird. I thought the default spacing on a VStack was 8. Is it not? Did they change that? Oh, okay. So there's our localizable strings. And then I think if we build this, yeah, there we go. So we have our things here, and we can say you clicked the button %d times. So you would normally, or like the naive way of doing it is to do that. And then if we go back to our localizable strings, it should say, yeah, you click the button %d times count. Ooh, how do we put that in there? No, I guess. I don't remember how this works. Hold on. Okay, so that worked. Localizable strings view count 0, but what is my localizable strings? LLD. Sure, okay. So now we can get rid of that one. And yet. Oh, did I need to build it? Refresh? There we go. Okay. So yeah, this would be the naive way of doing it. You click the button blah, blah, blah times. And yeah, it works. It's not really what we want though. So we go into localizable strings. We can right click it and we can say vary by device, and, or sorry, vary by plural. And for one, you can say one time, and you can say n times. Save that. Build, oops, just build. And then refresh the preview. You click the button 0 times, no parens. Click the button once, you click the button 1 time. 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. And it makes it so much easier. But, sorry, here's what I've screwed up that I did not want to do, which is you tapped the button, and then I want to say, oh, actually what I want to say is if you're on a Mac, you don't tap the button, you click the button. And then, okay, what do I got? Mac, other. You have one and other for the Mac. Do I have to do this in a specific order? If I do I have to vary by device first and then vary by plural? Okay, so the Mac I can vary by plural. I can't. Weird. So I can't vary it by plural on just, you know, an arbitrary device unless I just don't do anything? That's bizarre. Because, yeah, I can vary it by plural, assuming that I've got nothing. And then I have one another. Or, yeah, can I vary the whole thing by device? Mac? Yeah, no, that changes it so that only the Mac has one another. If I vary... Okay, so I can't vary one by anything. Yeah. That's a strange change. Or strange... That's just strange in general. Just very strange. Because yeah, let me set it to the Mac. So then it's clicked the button one time. You clicked the button n times. You tapped the button n times. Now if I save that, I go back to localizable strings, I refresh. You tapped the button 0 times. You tapped the button 1 times. And there's no way for me to add a plural to this. What does this file format look like? Can I do this by hand? Because this feels like a bug. Device Mac variations plural 1 string in it. Can I just like embed this in here? Other variations plural. Let's write this out by hand. 1. And then we'll copy our string unit out of here. Other. Now what happens if we try to open this now? Is it going to break? Open as string catalog. Data couldn't be read because it's not in the correct format. How dare you? Yeah, variations plural. It's the only thing in here. And then plural has 1 with a string in it. And other. So our plural here has 1 and other. And they both just have a string in it, a state translated, and a value. Yeah, that seems like a weird oversight, doesn't it? What does this look like if we just vary by plural? Let's reopen this as a string catalog. Oh, we can't do that because we have broken it. So let's unvary by device. Let's just vary by plural. And then reopen that JSON. Oops, wrong one. Okay, so there's a variations at the top level. I almost want to, like, oops, copy this into VS Code. Like, compare the two. Because this feels super weird. Ah, so you've got... Well, no, hang on. Can we split this and then create a new file? Full screen this. Sure, you can update my LLDB settings. This I don't care about. Okay. So we don't care about that. Here's our thing. Localizations, variations, has a device. Variations device, Mac. Yeah, I guess you can't nest these. No, you have to be able to nest these. Right? But then you have other is just your other device. And I guess other can't have anything nested in it. That's weird. But Mac can have something nested in it. This was not a issue that I expected to run into. Vary by... Yeah, this is weird. Because, yeah, now I can vary the Mac by plural, but I can't vary other by plural. If I do this, and then I open up the source code, sorry, open and source code. Yeah, Mac itself can have variations in it. Like, what happens if I just copy this out of Mac? And I just replace that. Does that not work anymore? Oh, now it does. Weird, I don't know what I did wrong earlier. That might be worth filing a feedback about. Okay, well, I've got a feedback to file now. Let's add a highlight to here. Let's add like a purple feedback design. But yeah, I mean, that is basically what we want to do. Is we want to show off that, hey, you can make this work. Yeah, and so now that it exists, we can edit this. So on the Mac, we clicked the button one time. You clicked the button n times. You tapped the button one time. You tapped the button n times. Save this, build this, go back to the strings. And what we should see here, fallback value cannot be further varied. Oh, okay. So it actually doesn't work even though the UI shows it. Fallback value cannot be further varied. Good to know, I guess. How do I add a strike through? Strike through. Command Shift minus. Okay, I'm never gonna learn that. I don't want that to be a whole thing. Delete. Get rid of this line. Get out of here. How do I get rid of you? Delete. Go away. Don't copy a link to the block. Just delete it. Just get out of here. How do I delete this block? No, that's not it. Delete. Nope. Delete. There we go. Jesus. Okay. That was way too difficult, Craft. Okay. And this doesn't really need my whole path there. Okay. fallback value cannot be further varied. Yes, this is true. Okay, so let's go bring our UI back. So yeah, that means we basically need to do it on the phone and the Mac separately. So let's get rid of this. Let's go back vary by device. Oh, what's going on now? Have I just like totally broken this file? Other. No, other. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So now can I vary by device? Yeah. So what's weird is, yeah, if I put the phone in there, now I can vary this one by plural. And then, yeah, our other can be that, I suppose. But now if I run this on... Is the iPod Touch even in here now? No. But if I run it on an iPad, is it going to fall back to this one? Because that would be gross. I don't like that idea. So yeah, you tap the button 0 times, you tap the button 1 time. Works great. Let's switch this to the Mac. I said let's switch this to the Mac. I said let's switch this to the Mac. Wait. Cannot preview in this file. Failed to launch. Operation couldn't be completed. Why? Who knows? Try again. Cannot preview in this file. Failed to launch. Builder in. What's wrong with you? This app requires a more recent version of macOS. Okay, yeah, that I can fix. I can work with that. Thank you for finally giving me a better error. Previewing on local Mac, bring forward. Okay. Here we got a little button right here. Boop, boop, boop. Perfect. Let's maybe give this guy some padding. No, okay. So apparently that didn't help, but hey, clicking the button 1 time does make it work. So that's all I really care about. But yeah, so that works. But then finally, let's test this on an iPad. And I'm hoping it doesn't fall back to that other, because that would be a huge bummer. Because that means you have to explicitly create the iPad one and the iPhone one separate. No, okay, so it does fall back. Sweet, awesome. Perfect, love it. Ship it. I don't know how that fallback system works, but it does. Let's go write that down. iPad will fall back to iPhone. How does this work? No idea. But yeah, so I think that's everything that I want to show off for localizable strings. Show off, hey, here's this new UI. We've got this. You can edit it. If you want to, you can vary it by plural so that you don't have just the %s in there. Sorry, paren s in there. You can get that varied. And then if you want to further vary it, you can vary it by device so that you can change stuff like tapped versus clicked if you're building for a Mac, for example. So yeah, I think that's a good demonstration of everything localizable strings. And yeah, being able to call out that, hey, this works all the way back to iOS 2.0, iPhone OS 2.0, before it was even called iOS. This works all the way back. Even though it looks new and fancy, It's not. It's not at all. Okay, UIKit Previews. I think what we need to do here, yeah, what's a view? So I don't want to build a UI view just for the sake of building a UI view. So what's something that we can only do in UIKit? What's a fancy UIKit only view? But like, hopefully not too fancy. No, don't switch doc to Objective-C. Why did I click that? This is certainly not at all what I want. Can we just go to, you know, UIKit? What's in here? What do we got? What's cool in UIKit? What's a UI shape provider? Sorry, no, don't go down that rabbit hole. What is a UI shape? I gotta know. Resolved shape in context. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna stop. We're not gonna look at. No, okay, what's a UI shape? We need to tell Nutter all about this. Nutter, what's a UI shape? Okay. Pencil interactions. There's got to be something cool that we can only do in SwiftUI, right? Or sorry, in UIKit. What are all of the frameworks? Because there's got to be some. I mean, PencilKit is the one that's coming to mind for me. But PencilKit is just such a pain. I don't want to have to demonstrate that one. But I also don't really want to go for just like, oh yeah, you know. Here's a view that you could totally build in SwiftUI, but we're not going to, just as a contrived example. I want something that we can do only in UIKit. Maps exists in UIKit now. I was gonna say, oh, like maps. Nope, that's new this year. The contacts UI, kind of boring. EK event view controller for displaying existing calendar and reminder events. I don't think this exists. So if I create this and I say, yeah, I create an EK event view controller and then I set its event and then I try to present it. Let's try that. Class event view controller EK event. Okay, we got to import event kit. EK event view controller, really? Oh, event kit UI. Event kit UI is not available when building for macOS. If can import event kit UI. Actually, do we need to do this? If we would need to do that. And if, yeah, this just won't build. Let's switch back to the iPhone 14. EK event view controller. There we go. Perfect. Init super dot init event equals EK event. Oh, can I not create just an EK event with dumb things? I guess I can. Hang on. Let new event self dot event equals new event. New event dot description? Sure. Apple event. Right? What did they call their Apple event? SWAF. Yep. Apple.com. Wonderlist. Apple Wonderlist event. New event dot start date equals date. Time interval since 1970. Let's go find that out. Unix time calculator. Epic converter. There we go. I want to convert 9/12 at 10 a.m. to a timestamp. There we go. Boop. And then let's say the end date is 2 hours after that. So that number it's been easier to just go back to that other page and so there's our event start date and end date. Do we need anything else? Must call a designated initializer of the class EK event controller. Do we have a designated initializer? Probably not. Oh, a name. Yeah, that's right. Duh. Nilb. Cannot assign to property description is immutable. Oh yeah, no, that's definitely not what we want there. EK event. What do we got? Event identifier. I just want like a name for it. Status. How do we just say like what it is? That's all I want. Like, describe it. EK calendar item. That's probably one. Title. There we go. That sounds more interesting, right? Title. Okay. Expected. Is this not how you define a class? What am I missing? Have I forgotten how to write Swift code? Okay, no. Xcode has forgotten how to write Swift code. Xcode has forgotten how to compile Swift code. Let's go with that. Blah, blah. Okay, so now what we need is our preview. That's all we really need. Preview crashed. Glorious. What's wrong? I mean, it did crash. Yeah, I can see this. Event init. I can't just create an EK event. I can create it with an event store. Okay, so maybe that's what I need. Okay, let me actually run the thing, dude. This app does not have access to your calendars. You can enable access in privacy settings. I don't care that it doesn't have access to my calendars. Okay, this might be a bust. What other cool classes do we have that aren't EventKit? The other one that we maybe were going to try was contacts, but I'm guessing that has the same exact problem. Got a GK achievement view controller, which is deprecated, so let's not use that. GK challenges view controller, also deprecated, also only macOS, so still not helpful. HealthKit is going to run into the same permissions issues. HomeKit probably also. I'm rapidly running out of letters in the alphabet. God, there's a lot of stuff in UIKit, isn't there? LP link view. Here we go. Yeah, let's try this one. Does link presentation exist on macOS? It does. Ooh, inherits from NS view. Even better. Is this the countdown stream to the Apple event? Sure. I'm going to be streaming for the next 12, 15 hours. Yeah, that sounds about right. How you doing, KNH? LP link view. Is init with URL a designated initializer? Yes, actually. Wow. Okay, that's honestly surprising. URL string. Can we just link directly to Apple's page? You survived Monday, can't really complain. That's better than some of us. Force unwrap, because this is just a default thing. No, this is I'm working on all of the examples that I'm going to use in a video that I'm doing on here's all the cool new stuff in Xcode 15. So far on this stream, I have gone through quick actions, which is this little thing. Lets you basically trigger anything that you can do in Xcode, whether it has a keyboard shortcut or not. It has fuzzy search to it, so you can kind of come in and say like, oh, you know, I want to refresh this canvas here. Boom. And you can just type it in and search for that kind of stuff. And then, yeah, it'll show you stuff. For example, like when I did that refresh canvas, oh, hey, this is Command Option P. So if I want to ever see it in the future, now I know Command Option P, you know, maybe learn some previews or learn some shortcuts that way. It also triggers things that don't have shortcuts. So for example, I've got this one here where I can change this to let, and sometimes Xcode automatically decides to fix it and sometimes it doesn't. This is one of those cases where I don't want Xcode to automatically fix this. Because now I can go in here and I can say like, oh, clear all issues. Boom. And so yeah, that's the demo that I'm getting for that. For localizable strings, this is not localizable strings. Why did I tabbed over and I swear it said localizable strings and then it just deleted that tab. Love it. Okay. For this, I've got a simple counter. And then as you click the counter, it'll show that. And I kind of show how with localizable strings, you can do this. Can Siri trigger the quick actions? Not as far as I know. That would be fun. I don't think there's any automation to Xcode whatsoever. So I think it would, because in order for Siri to do anything, I think nowadays it needs to show up in shortcuts as well. So I think the answer is no, because there's no Siri shortcuts. It has automated crashes. I have a feeling one's about to happen. But yeah, so that's what I show off, is that you can change times to time for when it's 1. You can change tapped to clicked on the Mac. That was not foretelling. Okay, that's good. But yeah, so that's what I have showed off so far. That's what I have showed off so far, is that you can do these kinds of things. Trigger based on plurals, based on that. You're referring to native crashes. Yes, it can do that. That's just like basically a cron job, right? It's just every so often it decides, yeah, we don't need this. So now what I'm trying to demonstrate is Xcode previews. UIKit previews, where, hey, you can do a preview now and it actually works with UIKit stuff pretty well. Wow, that's a terrible presentation, Apple. That's what you got for your Apple event. That's all you got for me? Is that lame little unwrap? Is there anything else that I can do? I can specify metadata, but that's not really helpful. That's a bummer. I really wanted it to be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna do this like cool unwrap and it's gonna have some neat stuff, and no. It's just gonna show apple.com. Okay, well, let's make it do something cool then. If we init with LP link metadata, we'll make this one start with a phone. So this should be basically the same. No? Cannot convert type of LP link view to expected argument type LP metadata. Oh, whoops. What did I do? LP link metadata URL. Argument passed to call that takes, okay. LP link metadata. Okay, sure. Metadata dot URL equals this one. I just can't win, can I? This says it's git set. The URL that returns the metadata, taking server-side redirects into account. Yeah, and this tells me this is exactly how you set it. Oh, do I need to set both? And fill in at least the original URL and URL fields, plus whatever additional information you have. So I've now filled in both. So why are you crashing? Okay, we've overcomplicated this enough. We're just gonna go back to doing it the dumb way. There we go. Look at that. That works. Cool. So yeah, this is basically what we're demonstrating is that, hey, this is how you present a UIKit view in here. And so then I think the other example that we want to show is like, here's how you would have done it before. We can also get rid of this. Can import event kit. Yeah, right. Hooray. Okay. So this is how you would have done it before. So link view previews, preview provider. And then you would have needed a like struct link view wrapper representable, maybe. Yeah, UI view representable. And I mean, this is even worse because this may not be a Mac thing. Like this runs on both Mac OS and iOS. But link view representable, UI view representable. And we're gonna say what's it, create make UI view, turn link view, update UI view. And then now this can have previews. This is link view representable. And hooray, this is actually what this looks like. Well, and look, it looks like trash too. Because it doesn't even, like, it doesn't handle layout all that well. So you've got this, and then, yeah, if I want to make this run on my Mac, I don't think this even works. Yeah, no, this doesn't exist. So then you need to be like, if can import UIKit, then it's this. Else, well, I guess this can go inside here. If can import UIKit, else make NS view. Well, actually, this whole thing needs to change because it's... if can import UIKit, type alias, representable, equals UI view representable, else type alias representable equals NS view representable, and if. And so then this is just representable. And then you have all of this. So that would be how that would work on a Mac. So you need all of this code, or you need this code. And those are the same thing, but different, I guess. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Except that now it doesn't build for some reason. Okay, so actually, nope, this answers the one question that I do have. And I think this would be why I would not use this. And I may cut this entire thing out of my video, which is the video is predicated on these are things you can use today without needing to bump your version number. And that's actually not true. I think you do need this for this. So if I go in here and I say this is an Xcode 7.16 build. I think this won't work anymore. Yeah. Even on the iPhone 14 Pro, it doesn't work anymore. So yeah, this whole thing is getting cut. So I just spent a bunch of time on that. And it doesn't work. So yeah, we're gonna just cut this whole thing out of the video. That's a bummer. They said it should work, and I'm pretty sure they say even in the WWDC video that UIKit Previews are gonna work backwards compatibly. It is a known issue. The workaround is to revert to using a preview provider. You can still use UIKit things using that older API. Yeah. In almost all cases, it's the file of feedback. But in this case, it's a well-understood issue, so no need. I read that as this was going to work eventually. It is a known issue that currently using the preview macro does not allow building in projects with the deployment target. Currently. That's a bummer. Because that's a nice feature to have, but apparently you need to bump your iOS version to do that, so I guess we're not going to do that one. Because this entire topic is about 7 new Xcode features you can use today. Well, nope. 6 new Xcode features you can use today. So the logging requires you to run on iOS 17, but it doesn't require you to bump your target version, which UIKit Previews does. So we'll move on to that one. Delete. Move to trash. Doesn't exist. So this one, we're going to need to import OS log. Struct. Do we need a struct? I don't know. Trying to think of exactly how I want to handle this one. I guess we can just log random messages. Yeah, let's do that. So struct, or maybe even enum logger. And then yeah, I think we're going to want to do this in previews. So we will have struct logging view. Let's import SoapUI. And in our logging view, we're just going to have some, like a, what's the thing to do a spinner? Activity indicator. That's what it was called before. Oh, it's progress view with like just no thing, right? Yeah, no label. So just a progress view. And then this will have a task. And then I think the task is just going to be, hey, Donuts, how are you doing? Oh, hang on. Let me make sure the sound's set correctly before you set off any fireworks. We got to make sure that that works. Okay, you're good. How's it going? So I think basically what we're going to do is indefinitely. So do we want to do this with a timer? Yeah, let's do this with a timer. Private let timer equals timer every, oh wait, no, hang on. Timer.publish is what we want, right? Timer every 1 second on main in default auto connect. on receive. How's everyone doing? I'm doing pretty good. Oh, hey, thanks. I just realized that KNH contributed to the gaming stream challenge. Thank you, KNH. On receive timer. Yeah, timer perform. We don't care about what's going on here. We do care about our syntax though. And then in here, we're gonna say OS log. And then we want, OS underscore log. Event happened. And then I think what we're gonna want, I think we want to set up like a bunch of subsystems. And we'll set up, yeah, this is what we're gonna do. Let log equals OS log. It's got a subsystem in a category. Yeah. I feel like I need to explain better how this works. Where are we at with that gaming stream challenge? Got 19,505. Nice. So yeah, I think we're going to want to explain how subsystems and categories work, but for now we're going to just com.cocotype.xcode tips. Hey, Compile Swift, how are you doing? And then yeah, let's give ourselves some categories. Private, static, let, categories. 408 more, nice. What are some categories in the app? Networking, UI, flux capacitor, audio playback, analytics, Bitcoin mining, so yeah, we can do categories, self.categories dot random element, bang. So yeah, we'll create a given category, and then we want our OS log, and then can we pass in a log? Yeah, that's how we do it. Okay, so then we need OS log type all. Yeah, we can't get all values. Okay. Private static let levels equals OS log type dot. Yeah, and then what order do these go in? Default info debug error fault. Default info error debug fault. Debug was that high up? No, debug error fault. Okay. Debug error fault. There we go. Do that just to annoy people. Put the extra comma at the end. And then we don't need any arguments. I have enough arguments in my life. So then this is self.levels.random element. Bang. Okay, so when we have this view is just going to basically log something every second. So now we can... Wait, why did I put the logger up here? Why do I even have this? Yeah, let's move this into here. And then we can actually kind of move this to the bottom because it doesn't really matter. Well, no, I guess it does matter because we need to show how it actually logs something. Static func log event. Two cup of coffee kind of morning, but it turned out pretty well. Hey, I mean, I'm on my second bottle of Mountain Dew Zero for the day. So, yeah, it's been that kind of day for myself as well. So yeah, this is basically just saying, here's what this is. We've got a bunch of categories, we've got a bunch of levels, yada, yada, yada. On receive timer, logger, log event. So actually, this is the part that doesn't matter. You can't do caffeine after 6 p.m. I probably shouldn't. That's not stopping me from actually doing it right now, though. So I really probably shouldn't, but I am anyway. Sorry to myself, to my future self. Okay, so here's my view, but now if I go look down here, it says a bunch of stuff that doesn't matter. Yeah, sorry to your future self at 2 a.m. It is 5 o'clock somewhere. So why is this not doing anything? Can I just print YOLO? Okay, so that's working. So that's also working. So do we have to run this on an actual simulator for it to work? That would be sad. Especially considering I don't really have a way of switching this app. We can do it though. We can make this work. It'll be fine. Or am I misunderstanding how OS log works? That's also an option. You believe in the Coco Pilot? Okay, so yeah, that's working. Well, it certainly doesn't seem to be very random. But yeah, if we do this, okay, so we've got an event occurred and we can see that something's happening where it's got different colors. But what does that mean? Well, we can turn on the type and we can see what that means. And we can see the different values that we've got here. And so it looks like 6 of them were errors just at random, apparently. But yeah, so that happens and you can kind of pass that through. You see that. If we want even more information, we've got our timestamp. And that'll show us when each of these things happened. We can also log that category, and so we can see what part of our app has problems. And so then if I want to, I can say, oh, just show me all of the issues that happened with networking, for example. There we go. Here's all of our networking issues. As you might have seen, we can also say, show me all the issues that aren't networking. And here's all of these. So if you've got like some very noisy UI or some very noisy logging, for example, you know, like maybe your analytics not logging is super noisy. You're just like, okay, give me everything that's not analytics. Boom. There you go. Here's everything that's not analytics, and I can silence it. I can tell it to shut up. It doesn't matter. Even better, you can like, assuming you just pause everything. If only it could show signpost events. Does it not? I haven't actually tried that. What is it? OS start? OS begin? Yeah. Yeah, this is the problem, is they have to get all of the libraries to support this, which sucks, but is iOS signpost? Oh, is it literally just OS signpost? Begin? well, I kind of want to just like begin. Yeah, so can we do this as a task? Begin, await, task.sleep. We try await, right? A signpost can be just an event, not necessarily an interval. It's been forever since I've done anything with signposts. OS signpost. I think the last time I did it, I was like trying to debug like a really complicated core data issue. Yeah, just event. Yeah, there we go. Let's just do that. Why not just do that? Sign was posted. So then we don't need a task. Yeah. And I remember signpost actually used to be the most useful one because you could see signposts in instruments, whereas logs really weren't there. So let's get rid of that. Let's try this again. Oops, sorry. Yeah, I guess it doesn't show anything. Boo. Yeah, that is a bummer. It'd be cool if they could have done something with that. But I guess not. I guess Apple's just not a fan of signposts. I don't know. But yeah, event occurs. So. All right. I think that's probably all I want to show for that one. The big thing that I want to do is I want to show like what it looks like when we turn on each of these and then show how to filter by it. So that'll be what we do there for that page. Okay, 3 down, 3 to go. Is that where we're at? For signposts for expected waypoints in the code and logging for unexpected conditions. Less noise generally. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, the only time that I've ever really used signposts was for instruments when I was like really trying to track something down and I wanted to see where it's taking up time, how it's like I wanted those intervals. That was really what I wanted. So yeah, I haven't used signposts that much. And yeah, this was when iOS 13 came out. So yeah, it would have been about 4 years ago. So it's been a while since I've touched signposts. Asset catalog generation. I think this one's going to be exciting. There's not too much to show here, but it can be exciting. Let's put, do I have my emotes in here somewhere? Because that'd be really cool to use my emotes as a thing. Where would I have that? Oh, you know what I can do is I can put... I had something the other day that I was doing. Let's see. Hold on. Let's go secret mode for a second. That actually went secret mode. I thought I was working on a... You okay, Sketch? No. So what Sketch is doing right now is it's just showing me like, you've got documents. I'm not going to tell you what they are, but they exist. There we go. Yeah, here we go. I was trying to work on a redesign of my website, the Cocotype website. It showed all of my apps, and I was like, oh, hey, you know, like, Beaties, I'm working on it. It's coming soon. So I had all of these icons, and so what I could do is I could put all of these in like a is there not a make exportable here? Make exportable. Boom. Okay. So I can export all of these. Can I export them as SVG? That would be great. Yeah, these will be good things to use for my demonstration here. So we're going to go into our assets, and we're going to drag all of these into here. And we're going to remove the 2 from the end of all of them. Okay, so yeah, we can give them names with spaces and everything. Select all of these. We're going to say single scale. Whatever that is, single scale. Preserve vector data. That's all we care about. And then yeah, I'm just going to put these in like a VStack of all of the items. So where's my asset catalog resources? Yep. Import SwiftUI. Struct asset catalog resources. And yeah, this is just gonna, oh sorry, this is gonna be a view, body, VStack. And then yeah, we just have an image, and this image has a dot resource, and we can say scroll notes, image, black highlighter. I'm trying to remember what order these came out in. Technically, Kineo was the first one, because Kineo came out 15 years ago. I think actually, I don't remember what came out next. Black highlighter or scroll notes. I think scroll notes came out before black highlighter. And then debugulator is definitely the most recent, except for BDs, which is not out yet. So yeah, I think that's the order that they came out in. But yeah, this basically shows that, hey, you can reference images with this type-safe way, etc., etc. Enum, asset catalog, resources, previews, no, sorry, what am I doing? Preview, boom. Keep forgetting about the new stuff. Yeah, there we go. There's our cool app with an absolutely terrible SVG export for Kineo, yeah. That's okay. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. But yeah, that's that. I mean, there's not that much to show off for asset catalogs. And then yeah, what I wanted to know is how far back can I do this? Can I do this to 12.0? No. Yeah, image is only available in iOS 13 or newer. Oh, all of SwiftUI is only available in iOS 13 or newer. Crap. I don't want to go back and try to do this in, yeah, here, let's just go prove this out in a different project. Asset test, not SwiftUI, because that doesn't work. Yeah, storyboards. Yeah, storyboards. Right? We all love storyboards. Right? Storyboards are great. So that builds. This is on iOS. Storyboards, hide your kids, hide your wife. Okay, if we bring this all the way back to 12.0, will that still build? No, but that's because of UI scene. We need an app delegate here. Just give me, just build. I don't care. Scene delegate, yeah, nobody cares. Nobody cares about you, scene delegate. Just don't exist. Move to trash. Build. Yeah, okay, so it does build at least all the way back to iOS 12, which is as far as Xcode 15 supports. So, yeah, I guess I don't care. Here, let's actually put this in app delegate. App delegate application did launch. Did finish launching? Yeah, okay. I basically just want to see if this works. Yeah, no, it does. So yeah, it back compiles at least as far as iOS 12, which is as far back as it supports. Okay, well, that's not all that interesting. Yeah, I guess we also would want to show colors. Does anybody care about colors? If we can prove out that it works for images, does anybody really care that we want to go back and do colors as well? I guess it doesn't hurt, right? Cocoa type red. Cocoa type red. No different appearances. This is just one color. It is sRGB. It is hexadecimal. It is FF3B30. It's cocoa type red right there. And so yeah, we can give this all a background color of color dot cocoa type red. Sweet, look at that. And that doesn't really show me anything, but whatever. There's our background color. Is there a good way to do this? I guess it would be just dot frame max width infinity. Yeah, cocoa type red. Exactly. No, it's actually like the project red. So it's like that. There we go. This is some good UI right here. This is great UI. All right, so that's that. And then are we down? No, I was gonna say, are we down to the last one? But we've got Git as well, so we got two more. So documentation preview and then Git. Yep, FF3B30. That's it. That might even be the default red color of the fireworks. Let's take a look. Twitch alerts. Where are my colors? Where do I define the colors? Trigger cannon blast. Oh, that is definitely not cocoa type red. I can tell you that much right now. DA4939. That's not cocoa type red. Oops, sorry. But yeah, I mean, if you like look at my name in chat, if you like inspect that in the like Safari inspector, that should be cocoa type red, FF3B30. Trying to remember where all I use cocoa type red these days, because I don't think that this is cocoa type red. Scroll notes. I don't think its background is cocoa type red. I think it was at one point, but it's not anymore. for one thing, this is a gradient, so it's definitely not. Oh, the top part of the gradient is cocoa type red. The bottom part of the gradient is not cocoa type red, but the top part of the gradient is cocoa type red. Where else? And then, yeah, like I said, my chat name, icon, color is cocoa type red. I don't know where else I use it anymore these days. I used to use a lot more. All right, let's create a. Oh, I guess we don't need to import anything. Struct complicated type. I don't know. Complicated doohickey manager. That's what it does. Func. Manage doohickeys. No cocoa type red tattoo. I don't think red shows up well on tattoos, does it? It would probably just look like Road Bash, yeah. So let's say that this is a thing. I'm gonna have to find a better name for this. Really? That's okay. Fine. Command Shift A. Documentation. Manages doohickeys in a complicated fashion. Pretend that this type is way more difficult to use. Why am I doing this? Because this is a new thing in Xcode 15, is that we can show the assistant, and then if we go in here and we can say documentation preview, bam, look at that. This is a cool thing that we have now. And as we type it, you know, like, oh, I've got this here. Oh, and it changed the thing. And so, like, literally as you're typing, it shows what you got. And then you can go to, like, oh, here's an instance method. What is this instance method? Let's go add some documentation to it. Boom. Here's a description. And there's our parameters. And it automatically generates our parameters. So I can say, you know, entry point to doohickey management. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna need some other kind of thing. Complicated widget manager. Sorry. We're renaming doohickey to widget. Sorry. I apologize. Well, widget is an actual term though, right? Thingamabob. Because then we can have a struct thingamabob. And then it's got, like, I don't know, a let path string. Let value. Int. And then this is just a, sorry, this would be a var value int, and we can say it's int.random in 0 to 1,000. And the reason that I want to do that is because if we go into here, we can do this, and you can do the double ticks, and then it's like, oh, what's a thingamabob? And it links. And the documentation preview doesn't actually let you follow links. So that's actually not all that exciting. But it does mean that if you misspell it, you'll at least notice that. Right? Yeah? Yes, it doesn't have a generative AI documentation writer, unfortunately. I'm waiting for Adam Wolf to get on that. Come on. He's going to write the documentation for me, right? The developer duck. URLs.map, find thingamabob at path, $0.path. I did not know that that was going to be like that, but okay. Print. Sorry, dump thingamabobs. I don't know. That's all we really care about, right? And then this is going to return a thingamabob path. Okay. These are the kinds of things that we're trying to show off. Command Shift A, not jump to definition. What am I doing? Documentation. Hooray, so you can kind of show this, and this has all of that. And then if I go up to complicated thingamabob manager again, I thought that this had... I thought this would show all of my functions. I guess not. That doesn't seem right. Try building again. Cannot find URL in scope. Okay, maybe this is the problem, is that I haven't imported enough things. I thought this included the like functions on something. I guess not. Does it need to be public for that to appear? I guess not. Okay. These are the things. This is why I am doing this tonight, as opposed to finding all these things out as I'm trying to record this. I'm actually a little bit surprised that at least this kind of stuff doesn't work. Okay, how do I turn that off in Alfred? I don't like that keyboard shortcut, because I definitely use that keyboard shortcut in a bunch of other places. So what is that? Is that like the pasteboard manager? What is that shows up? It's just a file search. Yeah. Yeah, no, okay. Command Option \. Yeah, that's what I'm hitting. Get rid of that. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Yeah, I could have sworn that this included all of the items in this, but I guess not. That's strange. But anyway, so yeah, this is the preview, is that you can kind of just go in here, you can write whatever you want, and it shows up. It's all rendered. It updates as you type it. Blah, blah, blah. Works great. That is documentation preview. Actually, is there a quicker way to get to that documentation preview? No. Assistant works, but that's not all that helpful. So if you don't have documentation preview already selected, so that's kind of a bummer, I guess, but I don't know. And then this last one, Git. Basically, all we're doing in here is we're showing off the new like stage by lines stuff. So I can come in here. Now this is where things are getting complicated, is that I have to commit this now. And then I have to add lines to it and then recommit it, basically. Okay, also I want did I get rid of this hello world? I feel like I should have. Var content here. It's just a string. So where's this other hello world coming from? Get out of here. Nobody wants you. Because that used to be coming from Xcode tips app, but we don't have anything that's just hello world anymore. I don't know. But anyway, what I want to do here is I want to show that, oh, by the way, like I can create a thing in here, func do stuff, print, well, no, not print. I kind of want to say like, let total sum equals 0, and by total sum I mean var. Let values equals $100, $200, $300, $400, $500. Or maybe, yeah, maybe we make it 5,000. And then we're like, oh, we noticed this bug here. And we were trying to debug it, and we realized that, and so we changed it. And then that can be the change that we actually want. But then while we were debugging it, what we wanted to do was, yeah, so sum values returns an int. Let total sum equals reduce values plus print total sum, return total sum. And so we say that like, oh, this is, oops, we added this print here, and then we want to commit our change here where this was originally 5,000. We want to print that. Or sorry, we want to add this change, but we don't want to add all the rest of these changes. Yeah, let's do that. So return, and I'm hoping that Xcode is really smart enough to know what I want here. So let's do that. Let's go back and let's get rid of these changes. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then, yeah, let's commit everything that we have here. Let's actually just go ahead and commit this in Xcode, because there is some other cool stuff in here. Like, hey, we can show multiple statuses now. If you want to look at all of your commits at once, you can actually look at all of your changes at once. This is new. This is nice, right? Stage everything. How do I actually commit this, though? I need to write a message somewhere. Yeah, here we go. It's like, where's my commit message? Oh, it's this horribly not very contrasty text right here. commit. Hooray, there's our commit. So yeah, what I want to show here is, oh, we are trying to debug this. What happened? We said let value equals return value, print value. Oh, we changed this as well, save. And then I guess we need our changes thing. Some sort of third-party plugin for Git stuff in Xcode? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So yeah, now we can see in here, oh, I made this change. This was the actual change here. So we can show change. This was what it was originally. We had 5,000 here. That's not what we wanted. We also had this change here. This was originally just a return. What we can do now that we weren't previously able to do in Xcode is we can stage just this change, go in here, commit just that change, and we're good. Yeah, unstage, staged. Yeah, this is the only change that we're going to stage, and then this is what it looks like. And that's what's new in Xcode 15. So yeah, that's what I want to demonstrate for Git. Is that, hey, now you can commit only part of a file if you need to. Because it's like, oh yeah, I made this change just to help debug. I don't actually want to make that change. And so, yeah, now I don't have to do the whole thing. So actually, I think what I want to do, I want to say that I do want to do this in that UI. So go in here, uncommitted changes, all changes. And then I say, rather than staging everything, I just want this change. So I can stage that change. And then if I go look at my stage changes, this is what we're actually going to commit here. We're only going to make this change. We're not going to make this change. Xcode is beginning to resemble a modern Git client. Yeah, this is the first version of Xcode where, were I talking to a junior dev, I would not say, hey, just don't even try it. Like, I'm still going to use Magit. I'm not going to change what I'm going to do. Beginning and resemble are the keywords. Yes, exactly. I'm not going to change what I do. I like my tools. Those are the tools I'm going to use. But I'm no longer going to tell people they shouldn't use Xcode's UI. I think it's finally gotten to that point where it's like, hey, it's not something you should actively avoid anymore. It's actually okay. Magit and Fugitive are absolutely better. But some people don't want to, I don't know. It's crazy. Some people don't like Emacs and Vim. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with those people. They're wrong and bad and should feel bad. But some people like these things called GUIs. It's gross. Sounds gross to me, but whatever. I don't know. But yeah, so we can't convince everybody to use Magit and Fugitive. But, for some of the people that haven't seen the light yet, they can use Git now instead of fork. That's about the only other one that I can think of. Or tower. Tower's the other one. Or source tree. So yeah, they can get away with Xcode now. It's okay. It's not gonna destroy everything that you've ever done. It's not gonna to kill everyone you've ever loved the way that it used to, which was a weird feature of Apple to include. So yeah, those are all of the features that I'm gonna demonstrate during this video. Quick actions, localizable strings, logging, asset catalog generation, documentation preview, Git enhancements. 6 things together. Together they form Captain Planet, Captain Xcode, something like that. But yeah, no, I think that this is gonna be what the video is. I wanted the video to come out tomorrow, right after the thing. I don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, I'm still writing it tonight, so that's definitely not going to happen. I'm hoping to have it out early-ish on Wednesday, which would be like everybody's first full day of using Xcode 15. If you are somebody who only downloads the true releases, you can go, oh yeah, Wednesday. Yeah, if I publish it at like Wednesday, 9 a.m. East Coast time, I think that would be good for everybody that is going to use this. I think this is a good time to publish that. And then I can wake up and at like 9 o'clock Pacific time on Wednesday, I can actually post about it on the socials and stuff to try to share it a little bit wider. But yeah, so that's my feeling, is that this is where I'm going to do this. I'm going to probably record this video tonight after I get off stream. I'm going to edit it tomorrow night while watching Nutter's stream, I guess. And yeah, have this out and published on Wednesday morning. That's the goal. That's the hope. But yeah, I don't know that there's anything else I got going on. Did I miss a follow, Gus12FR? Sorry. Thank you for the follow. I don't know why my follow didn't work. Follow emotes. My follow alerts. But yeah, thank you. Yeah, I can't think of anything else I need to work on tonight. So yeah, I think that might be it. It's this early end for me tonight, but it was also an early start for me tonight. So yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great week. Hope you all get whatever you want announced at the Apple event tomorrow. Yeah, we discussed this a little bit earlier on. I'm mostly just hoping that they get an Apple Watch that isn't terrible, because I'm going to buy whatever Apple Watch comes out this year because mine is dying. So that's really what I'm hoping for. Phones, whatever. Apple Watch is where it's at, right? But yep, that's what I'm looking forward to. So I don't know if anybody else has anything that they're looking for. Apple Watches die eventually. Yeah, unfortunately. Or at least they have battery life poor enough that they don't make it through the entire day anymore. That's really all that happens. And I mean, this is a Series 5, so what? That's 4 years. And my problem with it is its battery life isn't good enough to last literally the entire day anymore. I think that's a reasonable lifespan for that kind of device. Yeah. And then yeah, I don't know. It'd be nice if the dynamic island would come to the smaller phones this year, because I would like to downgrade from the Pro. That was really the only reason I went to the Pro last year, was the dynamic island. And I would miss it if I didn't have it. So if they don't bring the dynamic island to the non-Pro phones, I'll probably still get the Pro phone this year. But otherwise, I'm not. I'm just going to get the regular one. You would have expected me to have one of each series of watch. No, they don't have an Apple Watch upgrade program. And even if they did, I wouldn't have all of them, because I would have had to have returned them each year. No. I don't build enough watch apps to make it worth my while to have one of every type of watch. Who do you think I am? Underscore? I know he's got like 1 million watches, but he makes a pedometer app, so, and a watch complication app. So it makes sense for him to have 1 million watches. I don't do that. I make a drawing app. Nobody said you need to be practical. This is fair. The little gremlins in my head say I need to be practical. That's what happens there. It's not like I carry this practicality to iPads. Like, well, I mean, yeah, I mean, the iPads, though, that's for Kineo. Because Kineo works best on iPad. So, no, okay, that is practical. It is practical for me to have way too many iPads. It's because I need Kineo test devices. That's why, I don't have a problem. You have a problem. The Coca-type iPad Museum, yeah. Exactly. Pro tip, just ignore the gremlins. Ooh, that's a hazardous thought. I don't want to do that. The gremlins will beat me with sticks if I ignore them. So yeah, I think that might be it for me tonight. Thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your week. And I will see you Friday, I guess, for another stream. But there will be a video out Wednesday, so you should watch for that too. I should have a button to cross-promote my YouTube channel, but I don't, so you're just going to have to imagine. Go find my YouTube channel. The end. Goodbye.